What do you think a COVID-19 infected person should do? I think he should do some barbecuing and leaf raking. How do I know? Well, because I'm infected. Yes, I do have COVID-19 and it's confirmed. For the past 7 months, I've been trying to avoid this thing so bad. I've been trying to protect myself and my family the hardest, okay? I've done extra mile, 20 extra miles to do that. I went to the Dragon's Mouth and came back safe. Literally, I went to a COVID-19 designated hospital to help out a relative of mine and did not get infection after that and from that. And yet, finally, I got infected. Today, I will tell you when and how I was infected, how I'm feeling, what drugs I have available and what medicine I'm taking, and my plans for the next 7 to 10 days. At the end of the video, I will tell you how the voice of COVID-19 sounds like. I know how the face of COVID-19 looks like. I explained that in my previous video. Went to a designated COVID-19 hospital in Rostov-on-Don and saw a horror show and saw the real, true human face of COVID-19. But now I know how it sounds like, so watch until the end and you'll find out. I also have some good news. We have plenty of toilet paper. If we're just meeting, my name is Konstantin and welcome to Letters to King. We're living in today's Russia explained by the insider you can trust. Please support me today by liking this video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any further updates on my state of recovery and my further updates on living in Russia in general. I'm pretty stressed, tired, very irritated, and absolutely sick of being inside and trying to juggle between, home duties, taking care of Michael, the 4-year-old we have, and getting some work done. It'd be great to unwind today. This is Sunday, November 1st, south of Russia, and absolutely beautiful day. About 68 degrees, not too hot, not cold. Leaves are mostly green but start turning yellow. The foliage season is upon us. It's really late this year. Usually it happens in the middle of October, but this is November and we are having September-like weather. Very strange. So it's a good time to do some leaf raking and some barbecuing. I haven't barbecued since August and I just need some serenity, some peace and quiet, just kind of to heal my soul a little bit and to rest from, take a break from all this COVID-19 worries and stress. This is where I usually barbecue. This place is always absolutely sparkling clean. I keep it that way, but not now. I haven't washed it in a couple months. Everything is dusty, needs some work. There's ash left from the last barbecuing. Some leaves and harvest, brand new harvest. We have a large walnut tree and these are walnuts. They are awesome, by the way. How did I get infected? Friends, for the past 7 months, I've been going extra miles to stay protected, to keep myself safe and my family safe, stay away from the coronavirus. And it worked until a certain point. I even went to the Dragon's Mouth and came back safe. I went to a COVID-19 designated clinic, trying to help out my relative, brother-in-law. I made a video about that. The link is right here. That's quite a horror story that I experienced. Watch it. Very interesting. Very, very sobering. And there, I did not get the infection. I was fine. How do I know? Because 14 days passed and I was fine. Then, all of a sudden, my sister-in-law, my wife's younger sister, went down with COVID-19. one morning. That's it. That's how I got infected. She's temporarily staying with us just for a few weeks. And, plain and simple, she brought it in, and I got infected right from the inside of our house, my own house. I don't know whether it was an act of incredible stupidity or incredible irresponsibility. I had been trying so hard, and yet it seemed like it was destined to happen. Later in the video, I will show you where COVID-19 lives in our house. How am I feeling? In general, I'm feeling fantastic compared to other COVID-19 infected people. Compared to my uncle, who's left without his arm and was amputated due to complications of the COVID-19. Compared to my brother-in-law, who was near death, I'm doing fantastic. I'm getting over it lightly. It's been 6 or 7 days. This morning I lost the sense of smell. Can't smell anything. Well, I can smell really strong smells, but that's it. This is COVID-19 for sure. My sister-in-law is having 100% COVID-19 symptoms, and I'm also having the same thing. It all started by a little raise in temperature, just a little one. It wasn't a fear or anything. A little bump in temperature from 36.6 to 37.3, 37.4, a couple times. How do I know? Well, I checked it. I've been really extra cautious for the past months, and we always have a thermometer right within arm's reach. So I checked it and noticed that my temperature went up a little bit. I think it's 97, from 97.8 to 99.3. Then I started feeling tired. About a day it lasted. Then I started coughing a little bit and had little, this feeling of having little, just tiny difficulty to breathe. That's pretty much it. 6 days later, I lost the sense of smell. This is COVID-19, and that's all for the symptoms. Did I start panicking and freaking out? No. In the past few weeks, I've seen pretty bad stuff. Like I said before in my other video, up until a few days ago, there were 17 people down with COVID-19 within my immediate family. Well, I guess myself, I'm the number 18. My wife is number 19. She is asymptomatic, thank goodness. But I'm pretty sure she's also infected because, she's right next to me, right next to her sister, using same utensils, same plates, eating together, and So I didn't panic, didn't freak out. I knew exactly what I needed to do. That's saying I couldn't do much, really. I just started watching my symptoms, that's all. By the way, I will show you which drugs I have available right now. This is what I have. These are the drugs that are somewhat helpful with COVID-19, and we have them in our house right now. Okay guys, now listen to me very carefully. I'm dead serious. I know it from my first-hand experience. You shouldn't be worrying too much about having enough food at your stores available or having toilet paper. There are two things that you need to be worrying about during this COVID-19 pandemic. The first is the availability of drugs, and the second is availability of the doctors. That's it. Why am I saying that? Because in Russia we have very little drugs available at the pharmacies right now, and we certainly don't have any more doctors. All available doctors are dealing with patients in serious conditions, and no doctors are available to us. In my last video, I told you how I was surfing through local pharmacies trying to find some drugs to help my brother-in-law, and I was able to secure some drugs. Very little from pharmacies and some from my relatives and friends who had gotten over COVID-19 and had some leftovers. This is the supply, my personal supply, what I have available right now. Let's check it out. Okay, there are 4 plastic bags. Okay, this is what I have. Antibiotics. Very rare in local pharmacies right now. You can't really get them anywhere. Called cetrofexone in Russian. Not sure about English. That's antibiotic of that is widely used with COVID-19. This, I don't know what this is. I forgot. Magnesium or something like that. This is liquid to make shots, syringes. This is another antibiotic, Havelox. I have no clue what this is. Havelox, Nexium. Syringes. This antibiotic is called riamberine, and this is the nuclear weapon of the last resort. If nothing helps, this is the strongest stuff you can find available in Russia right now. More syringes. This stuff for IV, just in case. Aspirin. Ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory. Okay, omeprazole. This is, I think, to help your stomach when you take antibiotics. Amoxiclav. This is really strong antibiotic of general use. Levofloxacin. I don't know. Interferon alpha. Antivirus drug called interferon. Antivirus medicine. And this is also antivirus medicine. Now I show you what I've been taking for the past 6 days. This is pretty much it. Vitamin D 1000 milligrams, vitamin C 1000 milligrams. I have to take five pills of this. And this is blood thinner. A real weak one. It's twice as strong as aspirin. Okay, but you know, just in case. This is pretty much it. All this stuff is just in case. This is really important. This is gold right now. People are hunting this stuff. This is really important, okay? Riamberine is extremely important. It gives confidence. This is the medicine, the drug of last resort. And just in case we need to give shots at home and to put RVs at home, this is the stuff. All of this, approximately $200. Couple people ask me how I was so sure that I have COVID, okay? That's very, very simple. This is how I know. This is my cologne I use daily. All I had to do was to open this up and to sniff it. If you can smell it, then it doesn't mean that you don't have COVID, okay? You might have COVID and keep your sense of smell. But if you have symptoms and you don't have the sense of smell, then you can be absolutely sure you have COVID-19. Why am I taking so few drugs if I know that I'm infected? Plain and simple, I have a very light case, okay? Except for coughing, very little coughing, very little this feeling of uneasiness in my lungs, and the loss of smell. I don't have any more symptoms. I'm monitoring every hour, okay? I check my body temperature. I listen to, I look inside of me, I listen to myself, you know. Well, so far so good. It's been 6 days, and I've only been taking supporting medicine, the vitamins, blood thinner, and natural remedies such as lemon water, ginger, things like that. So far so good. I don't even plan on taking any days off work. I'll continue to work. Past week I worked through it, and the next one I plan on working as well. I can't stress enough that COVID-19 itself is not that dangerous. Okay, some people are in serious conditions, but very few, and most of us in light or medium conditions. We can stay home and heal. It's just what's really scary is to be left without any drugs and without any medical help. This is what happened a couple weeks ago to my brother-in-law, and this is the worst thing possible. If you have help of doctors, nurses, if you have a supply of drugs available, then that's not the end of the world. It's stressful for sure. Hey, this is the pandemic. This is what we have been talking about for the past year. Tons of people died of it. This is serious, okay? So it's understandable that we're all stressed out, and I am stressed out too. But again, it's not the end of the world, and I am absolutely 100% positive. I will recover, and most of us will recover too. Now I'm gonna keep my promise and show you where the coronavirus lives inside of my house. Let's go check it out. Right here, right behind this door, the coronavirus lives in my house. Well, it lived there. Now it lives everywhere. It lives inside of me too, and I'm spreading it everywhere. Not really before me, there was another person spread it. And this is how the coronavirus sounds like. I've been coughing like this, not too much and not too frequently, but this is certainly the corona cough. So this virus is kind of, shaping up like a real person. I've seen its face, I know where it lives, physically I know how it sounds like. It's becoming something with a real human face to me, unfortunately. This has been a very strange video. Please support me by liking it and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any further updates. And my next few videos will be, well, obviously, the updates of my struggle with COVID-19. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on tuning in. I'll see you soon.